Hello there, and welcome to this video class in which we're going to be talking about script number 1 of English in the Pocket 6-month program. And the first one is this one, hashtag P1-1, and it goes like this. Can you think of a situation in life when you had to push yourself beyond your comfort zone? Write an article and then record it on your phone and share with us. Okay, we all know what a comfort zone is, but I'll just read so to refresh our memories. A comfort zone is a psychological state in which things feel familiar to a person and they are at ease and in control of their environment. In this state, it is often felt a sense of lethargy and lack of creativity. Okay, lethargy is when you feel really lazy, you don't want to do anything, you feel like, oh, I can't do anything. That's lethargy. And lack of creativity, that means no creativity, lack. Okay, lack means without. So without creativity. So it's that state that's called comfort zone. It's not really comfortable, but we can get stagnated in this kind of situation in life sometimes. It can be a job, can be a relationship, it can be anything. Sometimes even a mind attitude. It can be anything, a comfort zone. So can you think of a situation in life when you had to push yourself beyond your comfort zone? Beyond, okay? So beyond the limits of your comfort zone. Suppose your comfort zone is like a circle, and then you have to go beyond the circle. Now, I thought of a few ways that we could address this question. Is kind of a question, but that suggests that you are going to have to do a report, to do a little bit of a storytelling, right? So to start a storytelling is often the tricky bit because, you know, to start is a little bit difficult, but once we start, it starts to flow, isn't it? So I'm gonna give you some suggestions how to start this one, and we'll go to the others. So I wrote it here, and I hope you can see. All right, it doesn't matter because I will show you here. That's going to be my script, and I'm going to share with you a different perspective of our share here. There we are. So we have this white board here. That's going to help us for the time being. So a few ways you could start this sentence is, I remember, because we're talking about something that happened in the past, isn't it? So it's a memory most of the times, actually all the time, it's a memory. So I remember. So what do you remember? Now, it's likely that you're going to be talking about a situation that happened to you, isn't it? So you could start saying, when I, sorry, I should put the script here in front of me so I don't have to be turning my back to you. So when I went to whatever, São Paulo, I went to Bahia, and I went to America. In my case, I remember when I went to America, or to travel in America, and I was with some friends and so on. So there we continue. Another situation, when I had to do something, I remember when I had to move country. It was very challenging. We had to push ourselves beyond our comfort zone, so on, so on, so on, because we were accustomed to that way of life. So in a very simple way, you can, you know, deliver a good answer to that without too much complication and a perfect English. So that's the idea. I remember when I went to whatever, when I had to. So very important, all these verbs here will be in the past because you remember, it's a memory. So when I decided, I remember when I decided to, to move. Now, very important thing, you're going to be using two verbs. You see, I remember when I went. This is you can use this, the object. I went to America, it's okay. But when I had to, whatever, move, when I had to travel, when I had to change my job. Again, when I decided to leave, when I decided to, whatever, it's going to be another verb there. Okay, so that's one suggestion, and that's that. Now, another way, it's a classic way, by the way, that you could start this is once upon a time. Have you heard this one? It's the classical one, no? Once upon a time, there was a prince, and so on. So, once upon a time, or simply, I know it's too classic, isn't it? So we just say, once I went to, I went to Bahia, and so on, so on. Okay. You could also be starting simply with this sort of situation. So, when I was 18 or 18, I decided to, to move or whatever. So, there you go. A few ways that you can start this and then carry on improvising. Suppose you were in an interview or something, now, when you write it beforehand, it's a good thing because when you write, it helps you to organize your ideas. Here, I'm just throwing you some examples of how you could do that. Now, I wrote another one. Yes, it's very common to see, I've seen a few people sharing their work, and most of the times people say, when I was 18 years. Okay? Now, this doesn't make sense. You either say when I was 18 years old, or you say simply when I was 18, I decided to move, or whatever. Okay? So just a few tips on the first challenge. #P1-1.